nostrils. We're going to inhale forwards and up. Exhale back and down. And again. One more time. Good. Going to do a little bit of retention, tension and release. So we'll inhale, we'll bring the shoulders up, scrunch them up and hold the breath for a moment. And then let it out with a sigh. Good. And again. Once more. Great. Okay, so having that sense of the mind settled in the tanden and being engaged in the core, we're going to let the head gently drop so the chin presses down towards the neck and the chest. Take a nice long breath in through the nose. And then an easy, slow breath out all the way. And we're going to circle the head. So as we inhale next, we'll circle halfway round, nice and steady. And then as we exhale, we'll complete that circle, taking all the time we need, easing gently through. Then we'll go in the opposite direction. Inhale halfway. Exhale. Close that circle. And again, inhale halfway. Exhale, full circle. Inhale halfway, other direction. And exhale. Then we'll inhale and we'll lift the head up into alignment. Good. Really use pistol fingers. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, so first of all, before we set off, I'd like you to draw the shoulder blades together just a little bit to open the arms, to open the chest. Okay, so we're going to take the left arm up and we're going to bend the elbow. Keep that elbow moving back to keep that sense of broadness, breadth across the chest. And then we're going to look along the length of the right arm. And as we inhale, we're going to focus on the right fingers rising up. Then we'll transfer the gaze to the left hand as we exhale down. And then we're just going to keep flowing. Inhaling, rising up, following with the eyes. Exhaling, coming down. Okay, just keep going at your pace. And when we've balanced up, we'll release the arms, bring them gently down and just pause for a breath. Move in whatever way you feel you need to. Good. Okay, so we're going to take some twisting now. So I'm on a cushion at the moment, which means I'm going to have to reach a little further to touch the ground. Leave it up to you. You're fine grounded. It doesn't matter what you're doing with your legs for this, or you can stay on your cushion. So, rotating the palms, Inhaling, bringing them together above us. Okay, I'm going to turn to the left, and I'm going to bring the left hand down and plant it in the ground behind me. Turn to look past the left shoulder and down a little bit, and then I'm going to make a fist with the right hand and stretch up, keeping the right hand kind of level with the ear. Breathing here. So this is again one of those nifty little twists that helps us to engage a little with the gallbladder and the liver, those side energy channels. Okay, on the next inhale, going to bring the left arm back up, untwisting, palms together and look up. And then I'm going to turn to the right, bring the right hand down behind me. Turn, lowering the eye level as I look down past the right shoulder. Make a fist with the left hand, reach up there. Breathing here. Good. Okay, let's inhale and bring right arm back up, pausing to look up there. And then as we exhale, we'll release the arms and once again just pause. Breathe. Notice how you're feeling. So I am now going to come off the cushion, going to bring the soles of the feet together. So we're going to activate the insides of the thighs. So before, I'm also going to have a couple of blocks nearby. You may or may not need them for our side stretching, but I'm going to pop mine there just in case. But before that, I'm just going to make sure sit bones are grounded. And I'm going to have a little flap of the wings, just beginning to wake the hips up. Sitting tall, still having a sense of mind in the tanden. That's it. Okay. Good. Okay. So, first of all, going to inhale, bring the arms up, radiating alignment. So the upper arms beside the ears. Exhale, folding forward. So it might not be far, and that's okay. When we get to as far as we can with that lovely long spine, we'll lower the hands, reach through the fingertips, and we'll bow the head, and we'll just take a couple of breaths. Okay, we're going to inhale, so we'll reach ahead through the fingertips again, rising up. And exhale, release the arms. So going over to the right, going to rest the back of the forearm on top of my block, keeping both sit bones grounded. Going to inhale, bring the left arm up towards the ears. So I'm still stretching through this left arm. I'm not going to curve the arm or let it go floppy, but I'm equally not locking the elbow. There's a sense of moving energy through the side of the body there. Looking up to the raised arm. So take a couple of breaths first of all, just like this. And then we're going to again move into those tricky side channels. So on an exhale, I'm going to turn, look down towards the arm and move the left shoulder forwards. And then inhale, lift and open, looking up. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. How good is that? Let's inhale, coming up. We'll bring both arms together again. And we're going to exhale. So we're going to rest back of the forearm. And we're going to look up to the raised arm again. Good. Take a couple of breaths. Nice. Okay, let's start that gentle kind of moving forward. So on an exhale, turning to look down. Inhale, moving the shoulder back, lifting and opening. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. So we try one more. Exhale. And inhale. And then we'll rise up, both arms meeting together above us. Exhale as we release. And again, just pause. Let everything settle. Well done. Let's come onto all fours. Let's make like a tabletop. Okay, I'm going to have to take my hoodie off because I'm all warm. So we're planting our palms beneath our shoulders. We're not locking the elbows, we're keeping them soft. And the knees are beneath the hips. And the core, the tanden is engaged. The core is engaged so that we can support the spine. So let's do a moving spinal wave. So we're going to inhale and sink the belly, lifting up through the crown of the head. And then we're going to exhale, arching up. But as we do that, we're going to move the bottom down to the heels. Then inhale, coming forwards, dropping the belly. Exhale, arching up. Gliding back down. So I'm going to let you find your rhythm here. Go with your breath. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing, whether you're quicker or slower. Okay, so next time we find ourselves settling on our heels, let's bring our big toes together, part the knees a little more, let the hands walk a little further away, bow the head down, and just take a little time breathing here, sinking in, allowing any little movements that you feel might be comforting. Really listening to how you're feeling here, noticing if anything shifts or changes. Okay, so let's gently come back up onto all fours. I'm just going to slip my socks off because my feet are warm now. Okay, so we're going to semi-balance and again work into the side areas as well as the legs. So from our neutral position, we're going to work with the right arm and the left knee. So we're going to inhale and bring them both in, and then exhale, lengthen, find that lovely long line. Inhale, bring them in. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, bring them in. Exhale, lengthen. And this time we're going to pause here and hold. And breathe. Okay, so I invite you to play a little here. I'm going to bend the left knee. I'm pointing the toe now, sweeping the right arm around to see if I can connect. And if possible, I'm going to move the right shoulder back, turn and look to the right, and breathe here. Good. And we'll gently release. Palm returns, knee returns. Take a little breather. Come into a child's pose. Listen to what you need here. Perhaps your elbows would be happier or your arms would be happier just resting comfortably or beside you. Just giving yourself a little time, allowing the breath to steady, the body to release. Okay, let's gently come back up onto our hands and knees again. Ready to do that on the other side. So this time it's the left elbow and the right knee. We're going to inhale, we're going to draw them in. Exhale, extend, lengthen. Inhale, bring them in. Exhale and lengthen. Inhale, bring them in. Exhale, lengthen. Pause, breathe here. And then if you're willing to play, you'd like to try, let's bend the right knee, sweep the left hand round, see if we can connect. Move the left shoulder back. Turn, look to the left, and breathe. Good. Okay, releasing. Left hand to the ground, right knee to the ground. Ease back, finding the comfort you need to relax and release here. Okay, so we're going to come back onto all fours, but we're going to drop down onto the forearms. So we can leave the palms flat, or you can hold the palms together, completely up to you. I'm going to walk forwards because I'm going to need the whole of my mat and I've got long legs. Might be giving something away there. So this time I'm going to start with the left leg because it's closest to the screen and closest to you two. So we're going to inhale, bring the left leg into the chest, exhale and extend. We're going to bring the leg parallel with the ground. Okay, then we're going to lower the tootsies down, so press into the toes, and I'd like you to rock. So rock back, rock forwards, rock back, rock forwards. So I'm exhaling as it happens as I rock back, inhaling forwards. So what are we feeling here? When we rock forwards, we're working upper body strength. When we rock back, we feel it in the heel and the calf. So next time we rock back, let's pause there. And let's take a couple of breaths, really feeling the back of the calf, the ankle really working there. Good. Okay, let's rest the left knee down. Let's repeat all that on the other side. So inhale, bring the right knee into the chest. Exhale, extend parallel with the ground, neutral hips. Take a breath. Then we're going to lower the right toes to the ground, press the toes down, and we'll start to rock. So we inhale forwards. Exhale, push back through that heel and calf. And then just keep rocking gently, working with the breath, taking the time fully with each breath, and allowing yourself to notice the sensations, the feelings. So we're going to pause, pushing away through the heel and the calf, taking a few breaths. Good. Relax that knee down. So just pause where you are for a breath. And we're going to step back with both of the legs. So we're in a low plank. Lowering the hips, lining up, taking a breath. And we're going to, if you're happy to, we're going to inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale and lower. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale and lower. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, lower. Drop the knees. And again, push yourself back. Find some comfort in a child's pose. Breathe and relax. Here you go. Go see Daddy, there's a good girl. Good girl. Just in the nick of time. Okay, a couple more breaths, just easing out, letting the tension and the breath soften. Okay, so gently coming back up into kneeling, only very briefly. So we're going to come back onto our bottoms. Will we ever stand up this evening? I don't know about that. So, going to extend, right leg in front and left leg, left knee is bent. Hips are neutral, facing towards that right leg. Okay, that's it. So we're going to inhale, we're going to rise up, radiating alignment. Exhale and fold. The hands will land wherever they land. Pause for a breath. And then we'll slightly change this. So I'm bringing the left hand to the outside of the right leg. The right hand reaches back, planting the palm into the ground. So I'm reaching in opposite directions, but looking towards the right hand. Breathing here. Good. Then we're going to ease gently back up. Good. So I'm going to bend this right leg just enough so I can catch the big toe. I've still got my right hand on the ground. So first of all, I'm coming into this raised leg. Maybe I should turn around so you can, that's it. Good. So this will be a revolved. Lift up the arm, turn to look back. Use the core, mind in the tanden, that's it. Shoulders soft or as soft as possible. And we breathe here. Good. Okay, releasing hand, leg, and then we'll swap that for the other side. So the left leg is extended in front, the right knee is bent, hips are neutral, facing towards the left leg. We inhale, we grow tall, arms beside the ears. Exhale, we fold forwards, taking as much length as we can. We bow the head when we feel we can, and we breathe. Then we slightly change it. So the right hand comes to the outside of the left leg. The left hand reaches back, palm to the ground. We turn to look towards that left hand and we breathe. Good. Easing gently up. Keep the left hand grounded. Soften the right knee to capture the big toe, lengthening as much as we can. Then if we feel we're able to, we lift. Left arm, we turn and look back. Breathing here. Good. Releasing. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, let's bring the soles of the feet together and let's rock. Good. So I'd like you to make sure you've got your blocks somewhere near to hand because we're going to use them again in a minute. That's right, delving into the wardrobe. So we'll bring the knees together and then we're going to extend through the legs. This is in Hatha Yoga, it's the Dandasana, the staff rod pose. So feet are flexed first of all, just wanting to feel that shoot of energy down there. And then I'm going to point the toes. Bring palms into gasho, gratitude, respect, directing it wherever. I'm going to start to let the spine roll down, slow and steady, along with slow and steady breath. And when you finally rest the head down, relax the arms beside you, let the feet relax, let them flop, and just take a couple of breaths, allowing the floor to hold you, allowing your shoulders to soften. Okay, let's bend the knees, plant the feet down. What changes? Do we need to adapt a little to this? What feels good? Okay, let's bring the knees in towards the chest and let's find out how that feels. How does it feel when we hug a little tighter or when we release? And let's make some moves and see what sensations there are and what feels good. Really listening and taking notice of how things are feeling and what changes with the breath and with the movement. Good. Okay, let's just hug the knees in. With an inhale, we'll lift the head and shoulders from the ground towards the knees and we'll pause here and breathe. And then we'll let the head gently glide back down. Relax the arms beside you. Palms are open, ready to receive. And we'll let the feet float towards the ceiling. And we'll just move the ankles, the toes. That's it. The legs don't have to be straight here. Taking the weight off our legs and feet for a while. Nice. Good. Okay. So I'd like you just to soften those knees again and then let the feet glide gently back to the ground, one after the other. And then we're going to make some arrangements. Now we've all got gloriously different bodies, which is part of the beauty of life. I have long arms, so when I'm preparing for a half bridge pose, it's actually quite convenient for me to measure up by testing if my middle finger can just about touch my heels. My heels are about hip width apart and the feet are parallel. But your arms may not be the same as mine, so it might be just a guesswork. But know that you can alter, you can change things if things don't feel right or comfortable later. So, going to place the palms down, and I'm pressing gently through the arms and the palms, and centrally through the feet. And as I start to do that, I feel myself begin to lift already. So we're going to follow that through, inhaling, lifting the hips, the pelvis, and then exhaling, gently lowering back down. It's like we're oiling the works up. And again, inhale, lift. And And exhale. Lower back down. Okay, before I set off on a third time, I'm bringing the blocks so that I can easily get hold of them. And then inhale, lift the hips and the pelvis. I'm going to maneuver these blocks. Maybe one block is enough for you. I'm going to start with them on the flat side, one on top of the other, just placing them under the lower, just around about where the coccyx is, maybe a little bit higher. But test what feels comfortable. I want you to be able to rest the whole of the weight of your hips, your pelvis, onto the blocks without any worry, and to feel fairly comfortable. If it's too high, you're putting pressure on the back that isn't comfortable. So just be good to yourself. Okay, here we are. So if this feels okay, I invite you to sweep the arms up and overhead, the backs of the hands resting on the ground. Pause and breathe. And you might like to lengthen through one leg and the other, again, step by step, pausing to feel, to make sure things feel okay. Breathing, steady. Good. Okay, let's bend the knees again, plant the feet down. Make sure you can feel the weight centrally through your feet. And then we'll bring the arms back over and down beside us. Pause for a breath. And then we're going to, on an inhale, lift the hips and pelvis, gently nudging those blocks away to the side so that you can lower the hips gently back down. Releasing completely. And then we'll bring the knees back into the chest, give them a lovely hug. What is it that you need now? Where do you need to release a little more and find a little massage? Give yourself what you need here. Okay, so just holding the knees once again. Inhale and lift the forehead towards the knees. 2 breaths here. Relax the shoulders. And then let's release the head and the shoulders back to the ground. Relax the arms beside you, palms open again. Let the feet gently float back to the ground. And this time we'll bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees flop. Just let gravity do the work. Making any adjustments you need to. Make sure your shoulders are comfy. Okay, we're going to slide the arms up to shoulder level. We're preparing for a nice bit of twisting. Again, we're going to make it relevant to the spring season. So, before we set off, just checking that your shoulders, your head, your neck, everything feels comfy, nicely aligned. Then on an inhale, the left knee, we're just going to lift the left knee up to the center. And then I'm going to, as I exhale, lift the foot from the floor, move that left knee right the way over to the right, and let the foot rest just above the right knee. Turn the head and look towards the left hand, and give yourself some time here. So, again, opening that awareness to the subtle things that are happening moment by moment. Movements in the body, the movement of breath, softenings or tightenings, the shifting of thoughts. Even when it looks like we're still, there's so much going on. So allowing a little time for everything to calm and settle. Okay, let's, on an inhale, bring the head back to center and the left leg back to where it started. Soles of the feet together, knees flopping. Pause here, breathe. And then let's take that on the other side. So as we inhale, the right knee comes up, the foot lifts from the floor, and the whole leg travels so the foot lands just above the left knee, and we turn to look towards the right hand. And we pause to breathe, to feel, to experience the mysteries of the twist. Good. Okay, let's gently move that right leg back. Pause just for a breath with the knees apart again. And then we're going to gather the knees together and bring them in towards the armpits to unleash our happy baby. Wee! Hello, happy baby! Woohoo! Superb. Absolutely lovely. Well done. Okay, you can release that fat, happy baby. And come into Shavasana. Get warm, comfy, cozy. I'm going to bring you eye pillows. Does anybody need a blanket? Do you need a blanket, Leslie? Yeah. We still haven't got settled weather yet, have we? It's strange. There we are, beautiful lady. It's a pleasure. There we are, fantastic woman. Right. With that continued commitment to yourself, giving yourself now this time to relax, to complete the full practice. Settling yourself into comfort, allowing the body to rest fully into the support beneath you, resting the eyes. Now take a slow, soft breath in through the nose and exhale with a quiet sigh. Allowing the breath to calm, breathing out the day. Feel the weight of the body melting down, the muscles softening, the jaw unclenching, the space between the eyebrows smoothing. Let the shoulders drop, the arms be heavy, the hands relaxed. With each exhale, imagine the day dissolving away. Any thoughts, any effort, simply drifting into the distance. Now bring awareness to the breath. Natural, easy, unforced. Like gentle waves rolling onto a quiet shore. Picture yourself wrapped in a soft, warm evening light, a peaceful glow that soothes and settles every part of you. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Allow this sense of quiet to deepen, as if the whole body is preparing for rest, for sleep, for renewal. Silently repeat to yourself, I release the day. I welcome rest. I am at peace. rest here for a few moments in stillness. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be filled with loving kindness. Gently beginning to reawaken, moving a little, fingers and toes, taking your time as that reawakening gently spreads through your body. When you're ready, giving yourself a lovely good stretch or a big yawn, whatever it is your body needs. Rolling onto the side, maybe taking a few breaths there. Before you gently come up into sitting when you're ready. Bringing the palms together, well done. Thank you for practicing, everybody. Thank you so much. Well done.